Shalom u'bracha, peace and blessings. This week's Torah reading is titled Pinchas. It is named after Pinchas, the grandson of Aaron HaKohen, and it picks up at a very difficult piece of the narrative. At the end of last week's Torah reading, Pinchas killed the Zimri, the head of the tribe of Shimon, and his female companion, Cosby, because they were engaged in immoral activities. And in this week's Torah reading, we begin to read that Pinchas is given a Brit Shalom, a covenant of peace, that seems to be a reward for this behavior. It's a very difficult thing for us to understand, even if the action were spurred by righteous motives. The idea of putting somebody to death for immoral behavior is something that does not sit right with us. Then receiving a Brit Shalom, a covenant of peace, because of it is very disturbing. Reb Naftali Tzvi Berliner observes that there are scribal anomalies in this portion of the Torah reading, and he looks at the word shalom, the word peace, and the vav in the letter of the word, the letter vav of the word shalom is broken. Reb Naftali Tzvi Berliner tells us that this is as a result of the act of aggression that Pinchas had in the end of last week's Torah reading, that he was missing shalom. His shalom was broken. This gives us the perspective that the bris shalom, the covenant of peace, was not necessarily a reward for this behavior, but a remedy for the fact that Pinchas lacked shalom, lacked peace. There is an additional scribal anomaly in the word Pinchas in the Torah. The yud is diminished. Now, the word yud is the letter yud is the first letter of the name of God, of one of the names of God, Yud Hey Vav Hey. And if we rewind to the story of the spies, not that long ago, just before Joshua leaves on this mission, just before Joshua leaves on this mission, Moses adds the name Yud to his name. Before he was Hoshea, now he is Yehoshua, and it is a symbolic gesture to give him a blessing that God should be with him. When we look at Pinchas' name and the Yud is diminished, we can argue that because of the fact that Pinchas acted through this aggression, this act of aggression, even though it was righteous zealotry, it diminished God's presence in his life. That when we're aggressive to each other, we diminish God's presence in our life. And we can understand from this that if we want true shalom, if we want true peace, if we want true spirituality, if we want the presence of God in our life, it needs to be done by respecting each other and through acts of loving kindness, not through acts of aggression. May we be blessed with the opportunity to bring shalom into our hearts, into our homes, and into our lives, and may this be the reality of this Shabbat. May this Shabbat bring peace, love, harmony into our hearts, into our homes, and into our lives. Shabbat Shalom.